Hello, what is up guys? EvilDuoSarm here today, and back with another Black Desert video. Today's guide is going to be targeted for new players just getting into Black Desert, and it's going to discuss Dark Rift bosses. Real quick before we get into the video, if you're new to the channel, new to Black Desert, or enjoy the content on the channel, please consider subscribing. It will mean a lot to me and help to grow the channel. Without further ado, let's get into it and let's take a look at Dark Rift bosses. So you may have noticed periodically while you're playing after reaching level 56 that this little icon in the bottom right corner of the screen that I'm circling right now with my mouse ends up glowing red or with a faint red, or you might even have noticed a big pop-up in the bottom right corner of your screen. If you click on this little icon, it's going to show you whatever Dark Rift bosses are available. There's actually 2 events going on right now in Black Desert, so that's what these 2 event bosses are, but you'll also get other Dark Rift bosses that spawn throughout the Black Desert world. So these Dark Rift bosses are solo-only PvE content. You must do it by yourself, you cannot get any help from your friends, but the nice thing about them is that if you die to the boss, you suffer no repercussions. Your gear doesn't degrade, you don't lose any experience points, no negative consequences for dying to these bosses. Which does make it nice as a newer player trying to get into these and pick up some of the items that you can get from these Dark Rift bosses themselves. So if you look at the Dark Rift boss that shows up on this little menu, you will see the rewards you're going to get. They all have pretty standard rewards as far as memory fragments, Dark Spirit's greeds, Ancient Spirit dust, as well as Blackstone's armor and weapon. However, the big ticket items are going to come from these RNG boxes. These RNG boxes have a chance at upgraded accessories which sell for a ton of money on the marketplace, or you can keep them for an instant boost to your character as a new player. You also have a chance at getting the coveted Remnants of the Rift item. And then depending on the events going on, some Dark Rift bosses may award additional event items like these 2 are. But your basic rotation for item rewards are this right side of items right here. So because these items are so valuable, everybody runs these whenever they can. Veteran players, new players, doesn't matter. One more thing I want to add before we get too much further in the video. If you die to the boss, the HP does not reset, so you can just keep throwing your body at it over and over and over again until you kill it. So don't be discouraged as a newer player if you keep getting dumpstered by it. You'll eventually chip its health down and be able to defeat it. So additional information on this Dark Rift menu. There is an overview difficulty that kinda characterizes how difficult the fight will be. This is only a general benchmark. It doesn't give you a perfect representation of the difficulty for every class. Some classes might have it easier or more difficult versus a certain boss. Just use it as a ballpark figure for what type of difficulty to expect. The next thing is this number ranking underneath the portal. This will decrease by 1 every single day, and the difficulty of the boss will decrease. Not this listed difficulty, but the overall difficulty of the boss while fighting it will decrease all the way down to 1. So after 5 days, the difficulty will be as the easiest it can be. So if you can't clear a boss at stage 5 or 4, keep coming back to it, and eventually you'll be able to clear it when it gets to the lower difficulties. The major benefit to killing a boss while it's in stage 5 as opposed to waiting until stage 1 is that it'll respawn faster. So every boss will respawn after a certain number of days have passed, and if you kill it sooner, it'll respawn sooner. Otherwise, very minimal benefit to killing it any sooner, especially if you're a newer player and can't kill it at stage 5. So what about identifying these on the world map? If you press the M key on the keyboard, you can scan around the world map to try and find them. So I've got one right here, I've got one right here, and I've got another one that actually spawned up here. There it is, hiding under this area. So you can find them like that, or if you want to find them through the Dark Rift portal icon in the bottom corner, you can click this, and then you can click the button and it will draw a waypoint on your map. So we're right by this Mammer boss, and we're going to go ahead and fight it and show you what you get for rewards and what it's going to look like as you approach it. So I'm just going to go run up to the area. And when I get to the area, a big thing is going to pop up on the screen saying a boss has appeared from the Dark Rift. The boss will crawl out of the rift, and you can begin to fight it. Do note that if your HP is running low, you can just run away and heal up against the boss. Oh, he's coming after me. I just wanted to talk. Please leave me alone. But anyway, this will be a perfect example. I'm going to go ahead and run away. And after I get away, the boss will reset and go back to the beginning. So if you're running low on health and you want to reset, chug some health potions before going back in, feel free to, because once again, the boss's HP does not reset. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just fight this boss and show you the rewards you get at the end. Okay, so we went ahead and defeated the boss. So when you defeat them, they're going to drop their loot. If you have pets, it'll auto-collect it. If you don't, you press R to pick it up. And it will come with the guaranteed RNG box, plus whatever event items are going on, plus some extra items. So go ahead and take those all in, and we can open up that RNG box now. So this is like any of the other RNG boxes you've picked up throughout the gaming world. You go ahead and press the button on it, open it once or multiple times if you've farmed multiple of these and opening them all at the same time. Then you just press spacebar when you're ready to pop it. But anyway guys, that's basically it as far as these Dark Rift bosses go. Clear them whenever you're up. If you can't beat it, wait for it to die down in difficulty a little bit, come back to it later. Keep throwing your body at it because it doesn't cost you anything, your stuff doesn't break, and its HP never resets, so you'll eventually clear it. And anyway, guys, if you found this video useful, make sure to leave a like, let me know in the comment section what types of videos you want to see next, and make sure to subscribe so you stay updated when new content comes out. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you at the next stream, video, or wherever I happen to see you. Peace.